my side and let me share the screen, guys. Okay, done. So guys, you have to remember these versions. Tomorrow I'll ask everyone, guys. Tomorrow I'll ask everyone. Okay, so make sure if you want you can write it somewhere. Okay, so or just take a snap in your phone and you can write. Okay, later also I'll ask you guys. I'll ask you about this SQL Server versions. You should be very comfortable with these versions, guys. Tomorrow I'll ask you. Everyone I'll ask you how to respond, guys. Okay, right. So you know, right? SQL Server is an application. Agree, guys? SQL Server is an application. Agree? Sir, should we also remember the editions of SQL Server install? Yes, Sudhendra. We have to remember. I'll tell you. See, we don't versions. We have multiple versions. Okay, right? But editions, we have hardly 3 or 4 editions are there. Okay, that too. Mainly, we are going to use 3 editions: developer, standard, and enterprise edition. Okay, I'll explain about the edition. Nothing to worry. Right, okay guys, tomorrow I'll ask you about the SQL Server versions and you have to let me know, okay, what versions are there. Forget about this 770 and all. Just I need only these SQL Server versions. Right. So what is this SQL Server, guys? It's a database software. Agree, guys? It's just a database software. I can call it as an application. Okay. I'll call it as an application. SQL Server is an application. Now tell me, guys, you want to install PhonePe application. What you should have, guys?
Mobile phone,
You should have
Android mobile
phone.
phone.
Is that fine? If you have phone, can you install PhonePe directly?
No, sir.
Phone with operating system.
With the operating system, you should have phone with operating system. Operating system is
Android.
there. Yeah, it is there. But can you install PhonePe application?
In Play Store.
Sorry? Yeah, yeah, of course, Play Store also, Play Store only. But you have operating system, you have Play Store. Now, can you install PhonePe application?
Internet
So
connection.
connect to the
Good
internet.
internet connection should be there. Okay, you should have internet connection. Then only you can download and you can install the PhonePe application. Means if you want to install any application in your phone, first of all you should have phone, then you should have operating system in that, then you should have internet, then only finally you can install the PhonePe application. These are very basic requirements. Anyone can easily answer these things. I want to install SQL Server, guys. Where I can install the SQL Server software? That is also an application, right? So I want to install this application. Where we can install this application?
OS.
Very
OS.
good. So remember, guys, any application or any software, okay, any application or any software we can only install on the operating systems, guys. Operating systems. If you don't have operating system, we cannot install anything, guys. Okay, we should have operating system. So SQL Server is a software. Any software we can call it as an application. Of course, we can call SQL Server as an application. If I want to install this application, I should have, of course, Windows machine, right? I should have server or laptop, anything. I should have laptop or server. I can install SQL Server in my laptop. I can install SQL Server in the server also. There is a separate server called Windows Server. Let me clear you. Otherwise, you will confuse. Server means you might think it might be a SQL Server. Okay, Windows Server. We can install SQL Server on laptop or we can install SQL Server on Windows Server. Not only this, if we have laptop, can we install SQL Server? No, we should have operating system, right? So your applications, always your applications can be installed on operating systems only. Without operating system, you cannot install any application. Either it is a phone or it is a laptop. You want to install Zoom. If you want to install Zoom meeting software, you should have operating system first. You want to install some, what we can say, Microsoft Office, you should have operating system. Without operating system, you cannot install. Operating system is an interface between. What is this operating system, guys? Can anyone tell me what is the definition of operating system? Just a simple definition. What is the OS?
So
How it
it's an
will be?
interface between a user and a machine.
Very good, excellent, excellent, guys. Okay, it's an interface between U means user. It's an interface between user and machine. Just now we discussed, right? I want to create one folder. How to create a folder? We don't know. Right click new, then we'll select a folder. Automatically folder will be created. Who is creating on behalf of you guys? That operating system. You cannot directly talk to the laptop. You can talk to the laptop using one software. That software is called operating system. So operating system is a kind of life, guys. How we have life, even though, see, we have our body, we have our flesh, we have the blood, everything we have. But if I am talking means I should have life first. Without having life, how can I talk to you guys? So in the same way, operating system is the life of your laptop. Operating system is the life of your device. Okay, so without operating system, if there is no operating system in the laptop, you cannot handle the laptop. You don't know what it is saying, the device don't know what you are saying. So your operating system will act as an interface between, hey, you want to do this thing, do like this. It will act as an interface. Whatever you want to do, you will tell to operating system. Operating system will tell to the machine. Whatever machine wants to say, machine will tell to operating system. Operating system will tells to you. So like a mediator, guys. So without operating system, no application can be installed. In the same way, if I want to install SQL Server, I should have one operating system. So on what operating systems I can install my SQL Server? There are different operating systems in the market, guys. Can anyone tell me operating systems in the market? Can anyone tell me what and all different
Windows operating
operating systems are
system,
there? Yes, yes, please.
Linux,
Windows,
Unix,
Linux,
Linux, Unix,
Windows,
Linux,
Unix,
Windows,
And
Linux,
CentOS,
CentOS, Red Hat,
Android, sir.
and Android. Okay,
Chrome
that's
OS.
fine. Yeah, yeah, Android is also one OS only. Android,
iOS.
iOS, very good. Apple, iOS, and these are all different operating systems in the market, guys. So can I install my SQL Server in all these operating systems? Is it possible?
Only Windows.
Correct. Okay. Microsoft SQL Server is a Windows product, guys. Okay. I mean, like, SQL Server is a Windows product. This Windows also a Microsoft product. Both are from a single vendor. Okay. That is Microsoft. Microsoft Windows, Microsoft SQL Server, guys. So up to SQL Server 2016, up to SQL Server 2016, we can only install SQL servers on Windows operating systems only. Okay, on Windows operating systems. Up to SQL Server 2016, guys. Okay, means here if you go, where is that? Yes, this one. Okay, so up to here 1997, 2000, 2005, 8, 8 r to 12, 14, 16. Up to here you can install. This is called platform dependent. Platform dependent means this SQL Server, these versions will depends on a single platform that is called Microsoft Windows. Up to 2016, you can install SQL Server only on Windows operating systems. So guys, tell me how many Windows operating systems are there? How many types of Windows operating systems are there? We
Two
have two
types.
types of Windows operating system. One is
Desktop,
desktop operating system. Second one is server operating system.
server OS.
Desktop and server OS. Okay, we have two types of operating systems. One is desktop and we have one more is server operating systems, guys. So you can install SQL Server in any of these operating systems. We can install all the SQL servers. Okay, all the SQL servers on any of this operating system. You can install in your desktop or else in the organization. We don't use desktops, guys. There is a separate server called Windows servers. What is the difference between desktop and Windows servers, sir? If you ask like that, desktop have limited
Limitations.
resources. There is a limit on the resources, guys. Desktop hardly how much max RAM you can use, 16 GB
16 GB.
or 32 GB. If you bought it from US and all, hardly max capacity of desktop is 32 GB and 1 terabyte of hard disks. right? But whereas server, this 16 GB, 1 terabyte is just a peanut, guys. Just a peanut for applications. We'll use 64 GB machines. We'll use machine means server, guys. Machine or box, anything in the organization will call it as a machine or box. Okay, means server, your Windows server. So you should have at least 64 GB RAM machines. Okay, 128 GB RAM machines, 256 GB RAM machines. We have to use it, guys, depends upon the application. Okay, so this desktop is not sufficient. Okay, when compared to desktop, server is having more capabilities. Someone started videos, can you please stop the video? Santosh, I guess. Done. I just stopped it. Okay, no problem. So when compared to desktop operating systems, server has more capabilities, guys. That's why in the organization, these servers has to run 24 by 7 by 365 days, right? So when compared to desktop operating systems, servers will have more capabilities. So in the organization will run server operating systems only. So you can install all the versions of the SQL servers on either desktop operating system. Tell me the example, guys. Desktop operating system, Windows 7. Okay, home basic, Windows Vista, Windows Premium 8, 8.1, 10. These are all,
XP.
yeah,
Windows
Windows
11.
of X, yes. Okay, these are all Windows operating systems, guys. Windows desktop operating system. We have Windows Server operating systems also. I'll explain. Okay, so these are Windows Server operating system. Okay, we'll discuss these operating systems also. So means you can install your SQL Server either on Windows desktop operating system or Windows Server operating system. Up to 2016, your SQL Server is platform dependent. Means only you can install either on Windows desktop or Windows Server operating systems. Means only you can install on Windows operating systems, guys. Up to SQL Server 2000, 2000,
16.
2016,
16.
guys. Up to SQL Server 2016, SQL Server softwares are platform dependent. From 2017 onwards, from 2017 onwards, okay, means 2017 and 2019, these two softwares are platform independent means you can install these two softwares on either of the operating systems, either on Windows operating system or Linux operating system. 2000 SQL Server 2017 and SQL Server 2019, these two SQL servers we can either install on Windows operating systems or Linux operating systems also. There is a huge competition from Oracle. So, guys, if you want to install one SQL server, you have to buy one Windows server also. Do you know how much? Do you know what is the cost of the Windows server? How costly it is? Almost all 5 lakhs to 6 lakhs. One Windows server licensing cost is 5 to 6 lakhs. One SQL server licensing cost is 3 to 4 lakhs, guys. Imagine if you want to maintain one SQL server, you have to spend at least 10 lakhs. For one SQL server, you have to spend at least 10 lakhs. Okay, so there is a huge, what we can say, cost. Cost is very huge if you want to maintain Windows products. So due to that reason, Microsoft is losing the customers. So then what it did is it just introduced the SQL Server on Linux operating system also. It was not so famous. It was introduced from 2017 onwards, almost 5 years gone. Till now, it was not so famous, guys. Not even 1%, 0.1% also is not using SQL Server on Linux operating system. 99.9 percentage people will use SQL Server on Windows operating systems only. Okay, people will use SQL Server on Windows operating system only because of huge competition from Oracle. So what Microsoft did is, okay, no problem, you can install SQL Server on Linux operating system also. Linux operating system is free, guys. You know this Linux operating system is free. Everyone can use it. You also can use it happily. Linux operating system is completely free. So again, no need to spend money on the operating system. You can only spend money for SQL Server. Means in 10 lakhs you can okay save 5 lakhs, guys. 5 lakhs you can save if you install on Linux operating system. But there are no professionals on SQL with Linux, so people are not using, organizations are not using SQL on Linux, guys. People are using SQL on Windows only. Is it clear? Any issues, any doubts? Please let me know, guys. What is platform dependent? What is platform independent? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
See, if you ask me clearly, some applications you cannot install in the iPhone, right? Android is very flexible, guys. Whatever applications you want, you can easily install in the Android. But in the iPhone, you cannot install all the applications. Early in the early, when PhonePe and GPay is introduced, you are unable to install PhonePe, GPay also in the iPhone, guys. Means iPhone is not supported for these applications. So that is called platform dependent. Later iPhone did lot of changes and they just released some of the what we can say updates. Then you are able to install PhonePe, GPay kind of stuff on the iPhone also, guys. But still lot of applications won't work in the iPhone, guys. Lot of applications won't work in the iPhone. It's not compatible. Okay, guys, so that is called platform dependency. Means you should have the same platform if you want to use SQL Server. So till 2016, okay, you should have Windows servers or Windows operating systems to install SQL Server. From 2017 onwards, it was platform independent. You can either install on Windows operating system or you can install on Linux operating system, guys. This is how we'll manage the SQL servers. Any questions, any doubts till now, please? Any challenges, guys? Guys, is it clear? Any issues? Please let me know. Are we
No
going too
issues, sir. Okay, okay.
are we going too fast?
No, sir.
Fine, right? Okay, chalo. So if that is okay. So let's complete this Windows operating system. Then we'll stop the session for today. Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay. So like we have SQL Server operating system, sorry, SQL Server versions. As we have SQL Server versions, in the same way we have Windows Server versions also there. Windows desktop versions, you know, right? Windows 7, 8.8, 8.1, 10, Windows Home Basic, Windows Vista, Windows Premium, Windows Pista. Okay, like these kind of operating systems are there, right? For Windows desktop. In the same way, Windows servers also we have different operating systems. Windows NT 3.0 released in the year of 1993 and Windows NT 4.0. You can leave these two, guys. People are not using, very old. Windows Server 2000, same again like SQL Server 2000, we have Windows Server 2000 also. We have Windows Server 2000, Windows Server 2003, Windows Server 2008, Windows Server 2000, Windows Server 2008 R2, Windows Server 2008 R2, Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2012 R2, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, and what is the latest version, guys, for Windows Server?
2022.
Okay, this is the assignment question for tomorrow. What is the latest Windows Server operating system is there? Check it, Google it, and let me know the answer for tomorrow, guys. Okay, so these are the different operating systems, guys, different Windows Server operating systems. So, guys, tomorrow I'll ask, take a snip of this, guys. You can take a snap in your phone and you can just write it down somewhere. And tomorrow I'll ask you, you should know Windows operating system versions. You should know SQL Server operating system versions, guys. Sorry, SQL Server system, SQL Server versions also. You should know SQL Server versions. You should know Windows Server versions. These versions should be on tip of your tongue, guys. 2000, 2003, 8, 8R2, 12, 12R2, 2016, 2000. These are the operating system versions. These are the database SQL Server software versions, guys. Both are different completely. Don't confuse again. Okay, this is your application versions. This is your operating system versions. Okay, guys. Right, again
Okay,
same,
sir.
it was released in the year of 2000, then after 3 years 2003 was released, then after 5 years 2008 released. Most of the versions are equal to your SQL Server version also. We have 2000 SQL Server 2000 is there. We have 2008 8R2. We have Windows Server 2008 8R2 is there. We have SQL Server 2012. Windows Server 2012 is there. We have 12R2. We don't have SQL Server 12R2. Then we have 2016 Windows Server 2016 is there. We have SQL Server 2019 Windows Server 2019 is also there. Okay, tell me what is the latest version of Windows Server. Google it and let me know the answer by tomorrow, guys. So are we good, guys? That's it for today. Oh, Santosh, good. Let's see. Let's wait for tomorrow. Okay. So these are the SQL Server versions and Windows Server versions, guys. So I have a small question for all of you. Then we'll close the session. Can I install all my SQL servers on all these Windows servers?
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Compatible issues.
Compatibility issues.
Very good, guys. Okay. The answer is no. Reason is compatibility issue. What is this compatibility issue? How to find out the compatibility issue? How to know which SQL Server version we can install on what kind of operating systems? I'll explain in the next class tomorrow. We'll meet at 7 a.m. guys. Try to join by 7 and 7:05. Up to 7:05 is the buffer time. Okay. Initial classes, right? I'll wait for 7:05 till 7:10 for the first 1 week. Then next week onwards, exactly sharp 7:05, I'll start the session. Okay. Right. And that's it for today, guys. Please remember these two. Tomorrow I'll ask you. Tomorrow onwards, your assignments will start. Tomorrow onwards, your rewards also will start. So tomorrow I'll ask you. You have to send direct message to me. So every answer is counted, guys. Every answer is rewarded. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet at 7 a.m. Any questions? Let me know. Otherwise, we are good to close the session for today. Fine. Right. Okay. So thank you, guys. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
Tomorrow we'll meet at 7 a.m. Thank you. Thank you all.